Yard with Larry Hoover and Malachi York. You know, that's the equivalent to that. So I guess before we go into the question and answer, we got to clarify a little Moorish question. We had two groups of Moors, good Moors and dirty Moors.
Yeah, morons. The morons. Yeah.
The good Moors was us who had to seize affairs. We had to do it by knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All of the chiefs that seized the feds now got the feds on their feathers. Because no matter what happened, we ain't giving up our feathers. When you go back to the challenge of George Washington, you see they conveniently erased the feathers out of the agreement. Right? Because they never wanted us to come up or realize what's going on. Where did they hide the feathers?
Yeah.
They hid the feathers in the Harvest Festival. The Harvest Festival, we know it is Thanksgiving. Right? So what did the chiefs get for Thanksgiving? The Big Mama used to cook the head chief of the area. A big ass turkey. The turkey is the symbol for the chief. What happened? We smoked mad trees, we drunk with the enemy, and we ate a whole bunch of tryptophan. That's what's in turkey. And when we fell asleep, they massacred us on Black Friday.
That make, hey man, you cracking my head. Go ahead. It's like I have this stuff I already knew, but you line it the way you line it up, to connect it. This shit is heavy, bro. This shit is heavy.
Right. So with Thanksgiving, they couldn't get rid of because that's where they hid the feathers. Right. They couldn't put it in writing. They had to put it in images because we read images better than we read words.
Hieroglyphics, right? A higher form of glyphics.
Now, it's a brother. You give a shout out to the brother Kush Day, the real Kush Day on Instagram, who's going over this information piece by piece, what I'm talking about, inside the Moorish Lodge or the Moorish community. Right? So go on his page on Instagram and he gonna show you in writing, because they believe everything that's in writing. We'd rather go with what the pictures say.
Picture says 1,000 words.
Yeah. And they take 10 books to explain what we see in the picture. Right? So now we see it all. We know it all. Right? We clicked up now. We tribed up now. Right? He's just waking up to the rest of the tribe. This all this is a wake-up call.
Everybody, hey, it's gonna be I had this feeling, man, right now that it's gonna be a rapid awakening. Like it's the time, like we at a crunch time right now, where this is the last phase to us getting back to our original state, as far as like our land, who we are, like religion going out, like whatever the format of religion they had is going out, and it's just now we coming back to reality, real reality on what's happening, what happened. The truth. Sometimes some people are gonna be in shock when they say, "Oh man, this and that," right? Some people are gonna be in shock, and like you said, you talking about the George Washington thing. I had found out that George Washington was born in Barbados, and that they got the George Washington House, and that he lived up into that house until he was 17 years old, and then that's when he joined the British Army. I also told people that King George was a more actually his bloodline traced back to Williams, because a lot of these last names that over here, they really are surnames, and these people didn't even have no surnames, and they told us that we were slaves to them, and that's how we got the name. No, they were slaves to us, and that's how they got the name. We put
they weren't slaves. They weren't slaves to us. They were colonized.
They were servitude.
They can't. No, we didn't believe in that over here.
Okay, go ahead.
They came over here as colonizers, and we was fighting them. They brought slaves with them that made us rebel against them. This is why slavery has become so instrumental, because they came with slaves. They had them in bondage when they got here and made them $5 Indians. We went to go fight the war in the Seminole Wars. Why they call them Seminoles?
Look, I got a book coming on that. called the Creek Wars and the Seminole Wars.
They called them Seminole. Seminole mean that they was a mixed clan.
Somebody knocking.
They called them Seminoles because they had soldiers from every clan. Far away is the Polynesian Islands. Look, when the settlers came, you could start walking treetops in Louisiana all the way to Florida without never coming down to touch the ground. Where in the fuck is our trees?
Right.
Now, if you go pull up the history books and pull up American lumberjacks, you see they was chopping the motherfuckers down ever since they've been here.
Hey, keep going. Somebody knocking on the door. I'm gonna let my wife in.
All right. So once the lumberjacks chopped down all the trees, that displaced what we call our Skywalker clans. That's what Tukey clan was, a Skywalker from Louisiana. We also lived at the roots of the trees and had houses built in the trees. They don't want us to know that stuff, but you can still see remnants of it in the bayou. Right? So you can see like old houses in the middle of the swamps in the bayou, and they wonder who the fuck live out here. There was a whole bunch of those. We was in the treetops and at the roots. Right? So they chopped our trees down. They burned the trees in Florida. They had forest fires, the same way they do in California right now. They was using the forest fires to flush us out. That's why the trees, when you drive through Florida, most people never notice all of these tree stumps that's ashed at the top. Very few of us notice that shit.
I drove through Florida before. Yeah, I know. Hey, I seen that, man. I drove through Florida before. I drove to Orlando. I remember that, like in Tallahassee, all these different spots. Yeah,
because that's how they was trying to flush us out. That's why they couldn't beat us, because this our territory. It's just like right now, you can have 100 niggas in Chicago. The police come, they hit them gangways. They only gonna get 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, they gone.
They gone. You can't beat them on their territory.
Yeah.
Right? Until you are from the land. You have to be on their territory long enough to know it as well as them. We got infiltrated by motherfuckers that look like us, that wasn't us, that use pale faces to block institutions in a program called white supremacy. The white supremacy program is a galactic chess game between the organic people of this land and the conquistadors who came over to usurp. They lost.
And you also talk about, hey, because I heard you on that tape that I watched earlier. I kind of watched it like almost twice. And you said something about the Moors getting into the York rights and the Scottish rights. And I remember, man, it's another connection. All right, it's a movie called National Treasure Hunt with Nicolas Cage. You know, Nicolas Cage is a Knights of Templar. Now, they talk about Albert Pike getting a letter from Queen Victoria. I know that Queen Victoria is the point where they took over because King George, he was a Moor, right? A Nubian. And then his son, he had a son named Prince Edward. They're trying to say that Prince Edward was, the Victoria was the daughter of Prince Edward. That's one connection, right? But then I did a research and found out that Prince Edward was headed back to tell them that wasn't his daughter. And then I did another connection of Victoria, because the British was over that land with the Mahdi in Sudan, right? He was fighting against these people. So I was like, damn, it's a whole bunch of, man, this right here shit is crazy. So what do you know about the connection with Queen Victoria? Because it seemed like from that point is when they began to take over that particular area. And it was like a connection over here from the 1715 when they started taking white convicts. Go ahead.
So the pale skinned people wasn't called white in Europe.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
The white people in Europe was the nobility. That's why when you look white up in law, it don't mean the same as white.
That's right.
Colloquial language. Right.
Status.
Now, that's the first thing we got to understand is that it meant nobility. Right. The whites were the ones who were free whites by law, meaning that they don't, the law don't apply to them. Right now, when they use pale faces to block the institutions, they called the ones that they was using white folks. Right? But they not white in the classification in Europe because they're not real royal nobility from the tribes. Over here,
that's right.
On Tahuti's land, you gotta amalgamate with one of the tribes when you come over here. You can't stay. That's always been that way. That's why it's called the Great Melting Pot. Where you need one drop of blood in order to be part of the clans.
Yeah, they say that. Go ahead.
So what happened to all of the mulattoes, the octroons, and the quadroons after what we call Reconstruction? Where they go?
Right.
They went to be part of what we call the over society or the white society. Right? It's imitation of life. They passing, but they ain't them. But they can get in the institutions to get the secrets out. Once the secret's in the public domain, they can't hide it from us.
That's right.
And that's what got us in this shit, is the shit that they was doing in secret. We didn't know what they was doing, so we couldn't defend ourselves. So what Noble Drew Ali say? He said, I went in all their secret societies, and I put the secrets in the public domain. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
That's the same thing Prince Hall did. Prince Hall was sitting there watching them doing the voodoo in secret, and he recognized that's our shit they're using to keep us oppressed. So what did he do? They wouldn't give him a charter over here. Why? Because he couldn't keep people that look like me and you out. So what did he do? The people that kicked him out of Europe, he said, hey man, give me a charter so we can bust these motherfuckers in the Badissa. So they gave him a charter. He came back, and where did he set up his first lodge at?
And go ahead.
It was in New Jersey, right?
Yeah. I did a little research on him and found out. Yeah, I think he might have set it up in New Jersey. Then he later moved it. They later moved it to Philadelphia, didn't it, or somewhere in that area.
Right. But the first lodge was Prince Hall Lodge 345.
Then he called it African Lodge 459. That's after the fact. Because like you said, the first lodge was African Lodge 459, and then I was like, damn, so it must have been 459 or 400 and some African lodges prior to then. So, and they make that lot, they lie about that. They say that the Prince Hall was the first African first. They try to make that he was slave and all this shit. So that he set up the first African lodge. But how could that be the first African lodge if he calling this lodge 459? You know what I'm saying?
Now watch this. What the fuck is the lodge purpose anyway?
To meet and to talk secrets and shit, to keep everything from the public domain, I guess. Well, go ahead.
It's the rites of passage for royal families to learn how to read the land. To learn how to read the stars and match the two. Because when you can read the land and read the stars, you can't be deceived about what's going on the land. Right? But they hijacked the lodge from us. When they came over here, they killed off all our chiefs. Right? And if you watch the play of the hip hop community, you will understand that the East Coast, West Coast beef was to show us Chief Sitting Bull got caught sitting down on his post. And he let him wander right on past. So what he got to do? He got to take this public flogging. Why? Because he allowed them to sack the West Gate coming through the East. So now the West Gate got to punish him publicly so the North and South Gate know who the motherfucker was. Who let him in? He ain't mean to let him in. He was just being lazy.
Yeah. Sitting down.
Right? So when you look at how hip-hop hierarchy is, when you see that Biggie went to go battle Raekwon from the Wu-Tang Clan. He never got to Raekwon because Big Baby means Biggie Smalls, and Big Baby is Osiris, Big Baby Jesus. That's Chief Crazy Horse.
Yeah, Crazy Horse. Go ahead.
That's ODB. Right? Because he got to look crazy to the masses while he tell the truth. but he's running a red herring. He's drawing the heat because they already think that Tahuti gonna be on that type of level of craziness trying to put this shit back together. They didn't never know he was gonna be more Jigga-like, laid back, soft spoken, ain't gonna say too much, but when he do come out, he gonna spit that fire. Right?
So like OJ, like the OJ joint.
Right.
Yeah.
So this the keys, 444.
Man, I knew there was something to that shit. I knew it was this, man. I was like, man, why you put this? Why you put the 444 with it? Like it's some kind of secret code? Okay, all right, now we got it.
That means the angel on the square. 44 means angel. And the single 4 mean on the square.
4 angles, yeah.
It's a blue angel and a red angel. The blue angel is Big Tuki, Skywalker. The red angel is Chief Malik Angel Bay. He is the Chief Mufti. He from the red lodge. He come to fucking spill some goddamn blood. Tuki from the blue lodge. He came to club some motherfuckers upside the head. When them Crips get to see walking and them Bloods get to be walking, they giving these motherfuckers the juice. Metaphysically speaking, we thinking it's cool. That's some sweet shit. Oh, yeah. That shit's some serious shit.
That's why that's why a lot of Crips, if you ain't no real Crip, they see you see walking. It's like a rite of passage. It's like a ritual type thing. You got to
tell us who taught you that shit, where you learn it from, why you doing it. Now in Detroit, we got something called the Detroit Jit. It's the same. It's crooked walking from our part of the land. Right now in Chicago, they got something called stepping.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, that's conjure. Those are conjures. Right. So I mean, this is a rap. As long as once the people get the message clear that this is a rap, the shit gonna be a rap.
It's all we gotta do is get it in our minds. Yeah, that's a rap. I've been saying it. We'll come on one of cause, and once we come all together and know this as a collective, they're gonna happen. It's gonna just like be an automatic thing.
Right. So in the Indigenous Rights Act, they gave us a right to reclaim the land.
Self-determination.
Yeah, they gave us a right to our wealth, which is Big Mama's coffers, which is Pharaoh money. Right? They getting out of our way, but if we don't do anything, there's nobody here to take over. So they're going to continue to run their narrative until the grassroots get to the point where we see it. Oh shit, this shit over with. Right? So I tell you where it's at in the documents. Don't believe me. Check it out, as Baba would say. Go check it out and get your own self convinced.
Man, you cracking heads, man. Like we got 270 joint. This I hear the highest amount of people I had on the live, man. Everybody up in this joint listening. And like I said, if you got any questions for the brother Rob Haynes, just drop them in the comments, and then I'll read them out to him, because a lot of this stuff is over people's heads. You know what I'm saying? It's heavy duty stuff right here, man. Because a lot of people they like, man, what is he talking about? Because they don't got enough your level of information is so on a level that if you ain't got enough small information to put out little stuff like I already know what you're saying, because I've been on the same path, the same research on the natives and all that. So I understand exactly what you're saying, and they gave me like an eye. We like them people on They Live. We got those glasses on, those natural glasses where we can see straight through that shit. Like they play shit on TV. I say, oh shit, like they play like shit like take this drug and it's gonna help you with this, but you're gonna get 25 other side effects. I say, man, people that hear that shit. So you see me and you like that. We can hear the truth. You can hear the truth through the lies. And a lot of people can't do that. So they say, oh shit, man, what is this cat saying? What is he talking about? He's going crazy. No, nigga, this shit ain't no crazy shit. This is that shit that comes down from Big Mama. And y'all say it's coming straight from Big Mama, straight from the Mother Nature. And because Big Mama was connected with Mother Nature. You know what I'm saying? Big Mama can go outside and tell you it's gonna rain, it's gonna snow, it's gonna be this, right? But Big Mama had that connection, and we always listen to Big Mama. But some kind of way they had to cut us off from it. They had to cut us off from that Big Mama connection because we would have still been in charge if we would have listened to Big Mama. Big Mama told us they were coming. Say they were coming. They gonna come like Dr. Sabi used to say. He says his mama told him that they gonna come for you eventually, man. You know, they gonna eventually come after you. That was their Big Mama talk, right? Big Mama always give you a warning too. She always give the warnings. You know what I'm saying? That's the connection. And so, like I said, if you got any questions for the brother Rob Haynes, drop them in the link, man. Drop them in the comments, man. So records who were available be through some of us know our family history. So we ain't got no connections now. They just saying they listening, man. They getting their head cracked. Everybody dropping fire signs and Jews. They got a whole bunch of Jews. They say there's Jews dropping from heaven, man. So we got it going on up in here, man. Like I say, got any questions, man? Hit the brother Rob Haynes up, man. I got a question though. Go ahead.
If our tribes was as aware as we was when they came, they would be having family gatherings playing this live in front of the whole family, collecting questions to ask me and you, Dane Calloway and Rizza Islam.
I'm gonna get Dave Calloway on. My bad. I'm gonna get me, you, and Dale Calloway gonna do it live. Soon as the brother get up with me, because somebody already sent me the information, and I sent him my email. So as soon as he get up with me, we all gonna get together and we're gonna put this thing together, man. We're doing this thing right. Make it final, because this is a Zion, man. It's inevitable. Like Agent Smith said in the Matrix, this is inevitable.
The sound sound of inevitability, Mr. Anderson.
Hey, look, I used to work on this job as a security guard, and this dude, this dude used to always walk up to me. This one dude, and he say, I wonder why he said that the dude was crazy. He say, Mr. Anderson. He used to always say that to me, Mr. Anderson. Every time I see him, he say, Mr. Anderson. Then when I watched The Matrix, I was like, oh shit, this dude right here must be an agent or something. And he tried to say that I'm one of them dudes that like the one or somebody. Like it's a whole bunch of us, you know, that's out here, that's coming out, and we just got that natural, like you said, we conjured up. We conjured up. Every time they go out to when they got rid of they kill Noble Drew Ali, and they went out to Baba. All these people, and they say we stopped them. But they didn't stop us. They just conjured up niggas like me and you. They just they just conjured up other beings who gonna be more adamant about it. You ain't gonna stop what's about to happen. It's gonna happen with us or without us. It's gonna happen. Somebody else will pop up, and it's gonna be non-stop until it's restored. It's gonna happen, man. This is gonna happen.
Big Mama say, if y'all need my baby boy, I'm gonna have him here. But don't call him if y'all don't need him, because he's really not going to be easy to deal with. Right? And then they called me. I came.
It's happening, man. You cracking heads. So, I'm telling you.
In the language, in the lingo, I came off a tit for tat, knock to a knockback, 2-bar cane to a 4-corner shuffle, from a Vice Lord line to a gangster disciple out of a Peace Stone nation. Right? I can trace me back eons. Right?
That's another question. Hey, this symbol right here, like the star. Larry Hoover against disciples, one of them had that sign, and everybody was wondering, man.
Yeah, that's GD.
Yeah, they was wondering, man, how somebody try to say it's a gang and all this, but why he making that connection? And then why he calling himself disciples, as in like disciples of Christ or something like that? Because it was deeper than the gang. It wasn't just no gang. That shit was like a tribal thing. And Larry Hoover was on a whole nother level. They just painted him out as a gang banger. Because
listen,
go ahead.
If you look up the word gang, it's gonna tell you it means clan.
Yeah.
We don't look shit up. That's how we get tricked on the narrative.
The word gang.
Yeah.
And gang stars mean a clan of stars.
They told us, look, they told us the 6 was called the Magen David or the Shield of David, and the 5 was called the Seal of Solomon. That's backwards. Right? The 5 is the Magen David, the 6 is the Seal of Solomon. King David Barksdale was the king of all kings on the land, was the sole high chief until they murdered him. His son got videos on YouTube right now, David Barksdale Jr. Look him up and listen to him. Because he is the heir to his father's estate. Larry got 2 sons. He got Larry Jr. and then he got Lil Larry. Little Larry right now is his hands and feet in the street. Larry Jr.'s got a different function. He has to stay tied to the hip to David Barksdale Jr. Because it's the bloodline link. They was raised from the cradle together. They always knew each other. Right? And you can't separate one from the other without causing a problem. That's what you call getting to know your brother. Right? All of them right now is in agreement that we need Larry out of that cage. Which on the surface, it looked like he's still there, but he's in the continuity of government waiting on us to reach critical mass so he can give us the report from the land from all of the chiefs. He got the report. Right? He even got the report from the Scottish Rite Lodge that infiltrated us. So he got all of the paperwork he needs. Now he just need the Klansmen, the grassroots, to understand what's taking place so they're not caught in a shock that causes them to have nervous breakdowns.
Hey, that's another thing. Okay, question. They say how, like the Scottish Rites, could you break down it? The Scottish Rites infiltration on us?
Yeah, the Scottish Rite came as conquistadors. They settled in New Jersey and upstate New York. This is when they say Sitting Bull was sleeping on his post. Right? And they are the ones who sent Albert Pike to establish the corporate jurisdiction over our Iroquois Confederation. Right? The Cherokee is the cherry tree.
Yeah.
Right? That's the key. The Cherokee is not our original tribal name.
That's right. I know that. Go ahead.
What became known as a Cherokee was the Washita the Mound Builders, the Mississippians. Right? The largest clan on the land. They called them Cherokees because George Washington chopping down the cherry tree. That's mythology. That's dogma. That's used to usurp the morals, the moral clause. Right? We forego our moral duty to do our due diligence because we get caught in the dogma. Right? So the key is the cherry, which is 2 fruit on a single stem. They come out in pairs. Right? These are princess and the prince on the same family line with 2 different birthrights to the land. One is the father's son and the other one is the mama's daughter, or vice versa. Right? Blue Lodge is the father lodge, Red Lodge is the mother lodge, the black and gold lodge is Big Mama Lodge. Right? Or Big Mama House. Vice Lord's black and gold, GD's blue, P Stone's red. Angel Bay had to send T. Rogers to the West Coast to organize the red because when Tookie started the blue, it caused the red to form into a tribe because they had to match energy. So Tookie became, right, so he became a de facto chief of the Red Lodge, but the juror chief for the Blue Lodge. So now he have to pass the Red Lodge to Angel Bay. The blood's got to be.
Hey, this is another thing too, man. Oh shit, you just made me think of something else. All right, the name Washington, and right, you got Raymond Washington. He connect back to the Wichita Native American Indians, and then the Williams connect to a royal bloodline, all the way going back to King George, all the way back to the Fall people. Man, this is heavy, bro. That makes like, people think this shit is crazy, but it's really it's really some shit that is over their head, man. Go ahead. That's crazy.
Those royal King George the first, second, and third. Them was the reign of the kings being kicked out of Europe. The Bar Association was first incorporated in Savannah, Georgia by King George III. And that's how they had to establish their legal lease on the land using the Bar Association. All barristers, right, and all barristers are nobles under the Crown of England with titles of nobility prohibited in the Iroquois Confederation Constitution. Well, now you can still see it in Article 1 2 times. You can see it in Article 1, the government shall not issue any titles of nobility, and then you say the states shall not issue any titles of nobility because the corporate jurisdiction can't issue titles of nobility. You have to be a royal. So all of the barristers' titles of nobility is issued by something called letters patent of the Crown of England.
That's right.
That's why none of the law books is copyrighted over here. They all copyrighted in London, but all the rest of our books is copyrighted in Washington, D.C. Right? So the Scottish Rite was on a ship called the Plymouth. And what Malcolm said,
Plymouth
didn't land on
Plymouth Rock.
Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Yeah.
We know Plymouth in modern history books be called the Mayflower. They took us to World Court, which held everything up for 200 years while the resolution is being resolved from a shipwreck. They said we crashed our landmass into their ship.
Yeah, and, I read about this. Go ahead.
Right.
I'm on it. I'm right on it. Yeah.
That's why Malcolm said we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. We didn't crash into their ship. Their ship crashed into our land.
Yeah.
Trump kicked the British ship out of the bay down in D.C., which overthrew the royal family of Europe that was being puppeted by Queen Elizabeth. Now, the only thing we had to do now was seize and capture the papal bulls, where the Pope said we was all imbeciles in law. To be an imbecile in law, you 3/5 compromise, a Dred Scott slave. That means you really got the right, but you don't know how to assert it. Right? So when you become 5/5 realized, not only do you have the right, but now you know how to assert it, which overcomes the last two of the 5/5 realization. Right? And 5/5 is May 5th. Right? Which just passed.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. Now, if you go back 2 years, May 5th, you'll see that the Notre Dame University caught fire.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
It was actually zapped by a ship. It was actually zapped by UFO. The UFO was sitting there the whole time.
Man, you make it, man.
But the people that was there didn't even see it.
And that's connected with the Celts. Look, like this, what you saying? Because you know that Notre Dame is like you got the symbol of the man. What you saying? Like a lot of people might think that what you saying is crazy, man, but it's all making sense to me, and it's giving me like the next step that I need. This book, Black Celts, talking about the Irish, and man, now you
okay. So when you bring the Irish up, Irish is the English rendition of the word Orisha. And St. Patrick killing off the snakes, he was murdering the priests. The Scotta and her sister Scotia had to flee. They tried to kill Scotta, and she fell off something called an abbey. Right into the ocean. When she fell into the ocean, her sister dived in to save her. Right, but the Catholic army was in pursuit. Right, and they was extracted from the water by somebody called Vikings, which executes the Queen's law on the water, on the high seas. Right, so they brought them over here as a safe haven because none of the shit that they was doing in Europe was supposed to come over here. So now they looking for two sisters, Scotia and Scotta. Mm-hmm. Both of them is very light with red hair. Nova Scotia in Canada is where Scotia went. Mm-hmm. Scotta went into the Mississippi Delta. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, when they found Sacagawea and Pocahontas, because they had auburn red hair, they thought they was the one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They took them to Europe for confirmation, and they found out that they not the one. Yeah. Take their ass back over there. Right? So when they bring them back over here, that tells all the chiefs on the land they thought they had it, but they ain't got shit. Yeah. It's a galactic chess game. They trying to seize the empress. Right? Okay. So if you don't know who Scotta was and her ties to the pharaohs, then you won't know who these people are.
Hey, I'm just about checking the comments, see if anybody leaving a question. Hey, look, man, I'm telling you, the shit that you saying, man, it's like it's all coming together now for me, man. It's making a serious connection because, like, you know what, like it's stuff that I didn't connect together, and it's like now you making it everything. It's like the Tahuti gave me a long time ago. He gave me a key. He said tie it all in together. It's all connected, right? And now you connecting it for me, man. You connecting a lot of shit for me, and the way you telling me, the way you giving me the story is now I can put it all together like a puzzle, man. I can say, oh shit, the Pocahontas connection. Oh, this the school burning, the school getting set on fire, the black Celts, and what you just said about the Queen Scott. They talk about that in this book, about everything you just said about that. I think it's in this book. I think we scanned over it in this book where it says that she died and all that. They chased her out. All that's in this book right here. This book called A Black Celts. And I was like, man, now you making that shit. It's like, this is ordained, bro. This is ordained for me to hear this. For this, I'm glad I'm recording. I'm glad we recording this. So I'm gonna go back and I got notes on this shit. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do some heavy shit, man. The next time we come on live, I'm gonna have more research. I'm gonna have more shit that to put together. This right here is the end, bro. I'm telling you, it's the end for them right here. This is the end for these people, man. They probably spooked out right now on this shit. Go ahead.
The only thing I'd ask the people that's listening is share, and then share again. Because this is the one that got it all spelt out. It's all spelt out now. And it only boils down to one question. They got either a yes or no answer. Yep. Do you want your shit back or not?
Yeah. Do you want your shit back or not? Hey, some people, they don't even want it back. They want this. Why can't we just all just go on and live like we living? Because they live.
We can't do that, man. It's too many babies being raped and molested for us to let it go on. It's too many sisters being abused and misused for us to let it continue. Right? So the only question is now is, are you with the pedophiles or are you with the ones fighting the pedophiles? Are you with the adrenochrome drinkers? Or are you with the ones fighting the adrenochrome drinkers? Are you with the ones who believe that domestic violence is normal, or the ones that think the domestic violence is a hostage crisis disguised as a love affair? Right? So this is what we up against, and it's up to our people just to make each other aware. We don't have to do nothing but spread the awareness. Right? And make your celebrities speak up. They scared. Kanye ain't scared. Drake ain't scared, but the rest of them scared. Some of them already spoke up, like Ice Cube. He been told y'all that.
Yeah, that's why he took him off scene. Yep.
We just news reporters reporting what's going on in our community. Right? Remember,
hey,
Ice Cube, 1992.
Hey, what's the connection between they talk about the gold rush, right? When they was coming over in Albert Pike and his letter from Queen Victoria. So how does that connect with the Scottish Rites and that gold rush, was that a cover up to say just to get over here and start hacking?
Remember when the conquistadors came, first of all, the word conquistador mean conquest of Tudors. The Tudors is the royal family. Right? So when they came, they wanted to get the gold to give it to the Anunnaki. It's one problem. The ship that was the carrier ship, we call it the Crystal City. It flew away. They call it the Ark. Genesis 7:1-7 say that they lifted it up into the air. But they told us that Atlantis sunk under the ocean. It didn't sink, it flew away.
That's right.
It's going to return in Revelations as the Crystal City. And on there is going to be Inanna, who's going to tell everybody who the goddamn area is to the Earthrights at this point.
Yeah, I see. Hey, 2022 is this year that marks all of the stuff that this right here was a significant year to mark all the returns of like with everything you saying. This right here was a significant year because even Zachariah Stitchin, who was a damn sucker, tried to hide all the truth from us and didn't want us to really connect with the Anunnakis and all that. He said, he said in one of his books, 2022 is when these people return and they return to their rightful place. He said this.
Do you know 2022 is called a Jubilee year?
What? Yeah, like it's a lot of stuff that I don't know everything, so I just know my
the Jubilee.
Go ahead.
The Jubilee is when all debts are settled.
That makes sense now.
When it's written in the Hebrew culture that when the Jubilee come, all criminals is forgiven, all debts is forgiven. Just don't do that shit no more.
Yeah.
Now, not only is this a Jubilee year, but it's a transitional year from Piscean age to Aquarian age, from believing age to knowing age. They can say what the fuck they want to say. I don't believe none of this shit. I know this shit. Because I can sit here and rattle the references off all goddamn day long without missing the beat. But most of the people that's adversarial to what I'm saying won't never check the reference.
It's right. That's right. Or they brain can't. It's a lot of people. They genetics and their brain is not made to go to this certain high level. They stuck at the third dimensional level. But the people that's like the fourth dimension and that's in the fourth dimension and that's getting ready to transition to the fifth dimension, they got an idea understand what you're saying. Like me, but based on all my research and the path that I was on, I know you ain't talking crazy because it's all even when you say it without even me researching, even when you say it, it just automatic. A lot of stuff you saying automatic resonate with me. It's like I know it to be true. You know what I'm saying? I know it to be true just based off it's just in my DNA. It's just it's on a path that I'm on. You know what I'm saying?
So this what I like to do. I like to challenge the people that be watching to give a donation to one of the oracle readers and ask them one part of whatever they hear me say, if it's true or not true, and let the oracle read, because they don't never come to the same conclusion. You're not going to go to two tarot readers and get the same answer. But when I had 17 different tarot readers read on Larry Hoover, they all told me the same thing.
Wow.
He the chief on the land that's supposed to be talking. Right? Now you got people that's GDs that don't have a fucking clue what I'm talking about because they mind is stuck into the gangbang mode.
Yeah, criminal.
Well, right. Well, Larry told me we ain't gangbanging no more. We brain banging now because all the secrets is out in the open. Put it together. My big mama told my mama, "Don't worry about it. He ain't gonna leave no stone unturned." So here we go. Drag all that shit out in the open. Let the people see what's going on.
That's right.
Right? And the more people become aware that this shit a rap, the faster we can close this motherfucking shit out. Separate from the system. Shut down their corporate world. Leave them motherfucking slave motherfucking institutions they call jobs. Fuck a job. Everybody talking about, well, what am I do about? Figure it out. I had to figure it out. I left my job 3 years ago.
You know, Native. I lived on a Native American reservation. I had a chance, like about I think it was 2010, when I lived in New Mexico, Albuquerque, and I made friends with these Navajo people that's out there, right? And two of them worked on my job, and I was telling them, man, we were the real Indians. And they said, man, you know what, our chief used to say that about this, right? So I went on the land, and they don't pay for electricity. They don't pay a lot of stuff, and they get like about around $2,000 a month, like between $15,000 and $2,000 a month from the government. But that's supposed to be really this money that we supposed to be getting. But we don't know. We just going around calling ourselves black and saying that we from Africa. They painted this whole story, and that's what that got us. It set us back, not knowing that we was on this land first. We indigenous. We organic to this land. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And it's people that's claiming our rights. Because with long as it's like they put another person in place of us. They put these Chinese mixed people and these the people that Andrew Jackson military raped in our place, and they say, "Oh yeah, these are Indians." But I heard like on Dave Calloway tape where he got Donald Trump saying they don't look like Indians to me. You know what I'm saying? They don't look like Indians to me because he know that we the people, man. Right. I hate Donald Trump. Donald Trump, man. It was something about Donald Trump that I like. A lot of people don't like Donald Trump, but it was something about Donald Trump that I like. And they had to beat that dude out of his election because they know that he was doing something that was gonna go against them because you know his family. Hey, close this door for me, baby. Hey, his family got exiled from that particular secret order. His family they filed him as they made him go bankrupt. His family they made him go bankrupt and all that. Hey, close this door. They made him go like bankrupt, and so he had like a vendetta against them because how they did his family. And so he's coming out and releasing certain things. Even George W. Bush Sr. did the same thing. When they started turning against his family, he released the 1992 rights of indigenous people. They were mad about that. And at his funeral, he told his lawyer, he said, wait till our funeral to pass out these things. And he passed notes out to all of them, and they said they know everything. It's the end.
So he was the leader. The George Herbert Walker Bush was the Illuminati leader on this land. He had all of the Americas. That's why they was going to the Amero, and they was going to something called the NAFTA agreement. The NAFTA agreement was supposed to segue into the unified American government under one banner. And that was supposed to have been their New World Order because remember, when Columbus came, they called this the New World. Yeah. The American military have something called the Leviathan Force. Do the math. Bible wrote a book called Leviathan 666. What's the correlation? You understand what I'm saying?
That's a good question because then he put Donald Trump, I think, on one of the covers of that book. Yeah, that's a good question. That's connection right there. Go ahead.
Yeah. So when they talk about the Leviathan, the great serpent, that's because you got to listen to the general that explained it. You might be able to find him on YouTube, but I caught him on a lecture that was on C-SPAN about 3:00 in the morning, and it wasn't supposed to be very many people up at the witching hour. Right? He broke it all the way down. What the Leviathan Force was, how it works. He says it's a serpentine fashion of military bases around the world. Wow. Right? Wow. And the head falls on the Pentagon in Washington. Wow. Right. Wow. So then you go back to Dwight D. Eisenhower's military industrial complex lecture. And that tells you everything you need to know at that point. And then you can add on the JFK message to the Associated Press, where he broke down the whole conspiracy. Right? So it's all there. I know where it's all at. Wow. I'm just trying to get our people to wake up and see that this shit is over with.
It's the end. And look, that's what I was saying, man. Look, the stock market is crashing. They out of business. They've been out of business. That's why people playing the stock market now. You need to get out because it's worse than it was in the pandemic. Everything is going down. It's like everything, and then they study stealing money from these people to try to keep that government afloat.
But you know what? You know how they keeping the government afloat?
Go ahead.
Everybody that's going to work, every time they clock in, that's a new contract. It's called it's a per diem contract.
Mm-hmm.
They operating per diem by the day.
Yeah.
Per diem means per day.
Yeah. Like I used to get paid per diem $60 a day on a job that I worked on an all field job. Yeah.
So when the corporate fiction fail, the only thing they can do is operate per diem until there's not enough people for them to make it to the next day.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
In a per diem capacity, then they can finance tomorrow, but they can't finance Monday.
So it's day by day. They that day by day now. Wow.
Now, if you go back to their last bankruptcy, it say right in the last bankruptcy congressional hearings that they have to go to day by day now, and they couldn't get a loan. Nobody on earth will give them a loan.
That's right. Go ahead.
So now they relying on people to go to work, go to school, all of their institutions of oppression, support, go to court. Right? And as long as we are supporting their system, they can operate per diem until we meet critical mass on the side that's the liberating force. We haven't reached critical mass yet, but we close, but we ain't there.
Yeah. Even you know what you saying, man? Like even the election, the way they did it, it had to be it's the bottom time. Like the election, they had to get everybody to sign and agree to this particular government situation. They had to get a certain amount of people to agree to it. It's always that's why I said this whole thing is based off contracts. Their whole system. Easy contracts. And most of them is like, go ahead, they'll tell you. Go ahead.
We've been knowing the whole time they be election with the electoral college. This time the popular vote and override the electoral college. But the military was monitoring, the military special ops was monitoring the election system so they can catch exactly when they can tell you who did it, where they was at, how they done it. It's already recorded. All this shit recorded. It just haven't been presented in the public format for the people because the people is still following a ghost narrative. So as long as they chasing waterfalls and they ignoring all of the streams and rivers that they used to, they can't get no TLC. That shit come after the awakening.
Hey, so what happened? What happened with Donald Trump was after these guys, and it was going public about the secret islands they was on, and the adrenochrome, and the underground places they was using to traffic kids. A lot of the military bases they was using, and then all of a sudden when Joe Biden got in, it's like you ain't heard nothing about Anthony Weiner's laptop. You ain't heard nothing about none of the Jeffrey Weinstein shit, Weinstein, whatever his name is. You ain't heard nothing about none of that. All they is promoting, is crazy shit. Now they ain't telling us what really happened.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Donald Trump has been. Mar-a-Lago was the capital of the Seminoles. That's the part we got to keep in mind. We all went to go fight Seminole Wars for a reason. That's why Mar-a-Lago is the second capital. When he left DC, he took the nuclear football with him. You can't leave with the nuclear codes and that Secret Service in on it. Wow. So he still got the nuclear codes, which means who is the president? Right? So they running their dog and pony show, but so now he have to go to the continuity of government. So if you pay attention, periodically they'll say Donald Trump is in Colorado. That's because he got to go meet with the heads of the tribes in order to find out what to do next. They all there.
That's right. I see what you're saying. Like the Colorado Springs area, that's where that underground base had, the Seminole Complex. It's another group. They control most of the nuclear technology out of the missile codes. right there. That's really like the secondary central base for the whole military. Really, people don't know that in Colorado. Yeah.
Right now, the borders is closed, been closed for 2 years, and nobody's not noticing it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have open borders while you're going through transitional government.
Mm.
If you look at China, Japan, all of them, the borders is closed.
Mm-hmm.
The Russia, Ukraine war is old. That's not new. That's not in real time.
Yeah, theatrics. Yeah.
UK is United Kingdom. They talking about the reign of the United Kingdom being deposed by the Red Lodge rushing in.
Mm.
Right? Because the Russians is red.
Mm-hmm.
And the Red Lodge is the Mother Lodge, and Mama's Boys is led by Chief Malik Angel Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So they using the Ukraine war to tell the chiefs who can win talk what's going on the land over here. The narrative they giving us in the media here is not the narrative being painted by the people over there.
Mm.
They not telling the same story. Somebody lying or somebody flipping codes.
Mm-hmm.
So when Russia sees Ukraine, that's the symbol of the Muftis, the Red Lodge, seizing the government, putting the end to the UK reign.
Mm-hmm.
Now remember, George Washington from where?
Barbados.
What color is their flag? Blue and gold, right?
Yeah, blue and gold. Yeah.
What color is the flag of Ukraine?
Ukraine is blue and gold, ain't it?
Yep. Now look at this. On the GD symbols, there's 2 pitchforks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. On the Barbados flag, it's a trident.
Uh-huh.
And on the Ukraine flag, they trident is made out of an eagle.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
So now we got blue and gold, which means the Blue Lodge seizing the money. That was when we sent Donald Trump to the Philippines to get the certificate that frees up our wealth on this land. Mm-hmm. He already did that. Right? So now, here we go again. It's just about getting the word out. That's it. Now, we need to take over the media. But the media can't be taken over until the people is not relying upon it. As long as they relying upon it, they contracting with them.
Mm-hmm.
So they got all this shit. Is everything that they did was designed to trap us somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They didn't leave anything not weaponized, from the food to the medication to the medical facilities to the educational facilities. Everything was designed to oppress us, undermine us, and make us forget who the fuck we was.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us ain't gonna never forget. We got long memories.
Mm-hmm.
So when they ain't watching the long game as a collective, individuals watching the long game.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't even watching the short game too well. So that's.
Hey, let me do this. Let me do this because I want to make it 2 parts. So what I'm gonna do is everybody on this live now go to a part 2 because they don't like watching it 5 hours. So I'm gonna cut it.
No, we gonna cut this one here, and give you a chance to go rehash the information.
Yeah. Hey,
and we gonna do the part 2 in a day or 2.
Yeah, okay, that'll work. Hey, man, because I'm gonna sit down and put this together, man. Because you just gave me so much clues to where I can. Because once you give me a clue, I'm like McGruff dog. Well, I'm gonna sniff them out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sniff them out because it's so many connections you just made for me. And I can say, oh shit, it's all happening to me, man. Oh, this right here, because I got so many books, man. You can see behind me. I got I got a lot of books, and I got a lot of stuff connected in. The way I research, man, like I'm a real investigative research type dude. So when I make the connect and I can see through the lies, I can see, okay, I can see where they cover that up or where they try to switch this around and put that there and they try to make this like it ain't connected. I can do that type of research, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do that, man. And like we want to shout out everybody that was in the building, man. And this right here was hey, I want to thank you, brother, for coming on, man. This right here, when we do the second one though, I'm gonna be definitely ready to add more in on this and make the connections. Because a lot of the stuff you said is I already knew. And then the new stuff that you said is like a explosion in my brain. Like, damn, that is right. That is right. The Bible said that. He says a lot of stuff where people said if you got a certain type of energy, you will know that it's right just based off when they say it. You will just know that it's right. It's an energy that you can pick up on and say, okay, this brother.
We call it knowing without knowing.
Yeah. So I know that what you saying is true, man, because it's just too much. It's too much detail into it, man. The way you breaking it down, because like it's a prison in Texas that my brother was at, man, and I saw that prison. I said, damn. And when you said it, I said, damn, that prison in Texas looked like a damn castle. Like it had been there for. It's like the oldest prison in Texas. I was like, damn, what the hell? So it looked like a castle. I'm like, oh shit, son, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. How so, man? I was like, oh shit, and then. Like most of the people that's in jail, they in jail because they don't really know their nationality. They don't know that this is what's happening to them is really illegal. And most of us volunteer for shit without even knowing it. That's what your driver license. He's in contracts. You volunteer without even knowing because they don't tell you what the stipulations and stuff is. Like, oh, you this and that. They just let you.
You know how they covered themselves. You know how they covered themselves from that in the law, right?
How?
Ignorance is no excuse of the law.
Yeah, they did say that. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Because you don't know don't mean we ain't gonna enforce this shit.
You still ain't gonna stick it to your ass just because you don't know. Hey, that ain't our fault you don't know. You should have did your own research type of thing. That's crazy, man. Yeah, but go ahead.
For the people that's watching, y'all need to get this to Rizza Islam and Dane Calloway to review, and they know what to do after that. They just need somebody to give them the information. Put it in their plate. Mm-hmm. They ain't gonna do his due diligence. Ain't no secret about it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Right. They gave it all back. It's in the Indigenous Rights Act of 2017, and right now we operating under the FEMA, which is short for female. Right. And the continuity of government document is a FEMA document, which is taking us back to the matriarchy. Right. So the only thing we got left now is to get Rizza Islam and Dane Calloway to see what's going on, and they do their part, and that ties all four corners together at Big Mama House.
Hey, we finna be at Big Mama House, eating us some pancakes and waffles, man. About to go down. Hey, Big Mama, I'm telling you, man.
I be telling them it's gonna be Mardi Gras all over the land.
Man, I'm telling you, because that Mardi Gras is our shit too, from the Choctaws down in Louisiana. We the first ones that started doing fillet of fish. And we used to hide our food behind waterfalls to keep it hold on. Man, who the heck is it calling me? Hey, we used to hide our food behind waterfalls. What most of the military bases is set up at? They set it up to around our food source so they can starve us out. That was part of it too. A
lot of them used to be kept in salt mines too.
Yeah, salt mines.
So Chief Warhorse, you ever heard of her?
Yeah, Chief Warhorse. Yeah, that's what she like to lead the Choctaw Nation. Yeah.
Look, if you know how to get in touch with her, I really want to talk to her.
Man, I think I want to say they got rid of her, man, because at one point they ran up trying to run her out of New Slidell. She claimed Slidell, Louisiana, the whole area is Slidell, Louisiana is Choctaw, dark skinned Indians, and she had found paperwork. Yeah,
that's true. She know what she talking about.
Yeah,
look, she come from a whole line of chiefs.
Yeah.
She don't know nothing else but the truth.
Yeah.
She fucked up at a gorilla being scared of the woods.
That's right. You know how I feel about gorillas. Anyway, so everyone check on him. Okay. I want you to give a grandstand for Rod Hayes. Let me share something in the chat real quick. Hold on. Check on in. You know, we like to start at 500. And Rod Hayes and I were having a good conversation. Hold on one second. Let me just add something real quick. And then we will continue our conversation. Hold on. I hope everybody's doing well on this fine Thursday, Jupiterian day. Okay.
Thursday.
Thursday. Oh, I never thought of that. Thursday.
That's what Thursday is, Thursday. But
Huh.
you know what the character Thor represent though, right?
No, let me know.
The one who's worthy. You can't pick the hammer up if you don't have a pure heart.
Isn't that kind of like Hamlet's sword? Like, remember the sword of?
Same story.
Is it the same?
Different. It's a different flip. So the Excalibur and Camelot, we talking King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah, yeah.
What most people don't know is the Knights of the Round Table is the Moorish Order of the Round Table.
Are they the Templars?
The Templars is associated.
Oh,
Okay,
interesting.
now the purpose of the Round Table is so nobody is the leader. They are generals.
That
Except
360 degrees, right?
Yeah, they are generals. The only one not the general is King Arthur himself.
I didn't know that. I didn't
Which is
know.
King Arthur is Inky.